Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here at historic Cooperstown, New York for today's game. New Milford will play Pomperaug, an excellent team, not 8-3 on the season right now. New Milford's off to a good start. I'm here with John Kaiser, my hockey buddy for the past couple of weeks, if you've watched Channel 17 lately. Mr. Kaiser, what do you say about today's game?
Well, I mean, let's face it, no matter what type of season either one of these teams has, they'll always remember this day here at Cooperstown. It's historic. It's, according to most baseball historians, where baseball was invented by Abner Doubleday. The Hall of Fame is up here. It's a shrine for any baseball fan and non-baseball fans alike. So no matter how the season finishes up, I'm sure this will be a day that they'll remember the rest of their lives.
This is a dream for most of the players here, and it's a dream for a commentator as well. Throughout the program, we're going to be thanking a lot of the businesses and companies around New Milford that have helped us get this far. And to start off today, Southworth and Sprinkles have paid for a lot of the utilities that we needed to get here, and we're going to thank them with the commercials throughout the game. Today, the first batter is going to be Matt Leonard, and he's getting up right now, so let's go to the game.
Hey, Matt, start us off right now here.
Chris Casella is going to be pitching today. He will start off. The catcher will be Corey Nattinger. First base is going to be Rob Coolish. Second base is going to be Joe Pug. Shortstop Dustin Esposito. Third base Mike Enriquez. Center field CJ Orico. And right field is going to be Chris Baziak. And that's it. Left field is going to be Ryan Fabrizio. I was talking with the coach of Pomperaug, and he told me that Enriquez and Orico are having a really good year so far. New Milford's off to a real good start, John.
Yeah, they're off to a great start, 8-4. They had a little bit of a slip there a couple of weeks ago. They were 7-1 at one point in time. Record slipped to 7-3. Then they beat New Fairfield just the other day, and now they're up to 8-4.
New Milford last game beat New Fairfield 12-8. Jack Mengen scored New Milford's first home run last game with a 350 wall. He knocked it right out. As New Milford gets ready, Matt Leonard will be leading off today. Leonard, senior, will be going to Sacred Heart next year. A lot of seniors on this team this year, John.
Yeah, much like a lot of the New Milford teams. The hockey team that we remember watching has a lot of seniors that are graduating and moving on, and this team also. But New Milford has established an excellent JV program, and there are a number of underclassmen who are doing very well this year also under Coach Jim McCann. And we'll look forward to seeing them up here next year and in the years to come.
Two of the better JV players have come up today with the team, Mike Troyster and Mike Tremmel. Both of them say it's a great opportunity to be up here with in Cooperstown. Their first game as a varsity player, and from what I take from talking with all the guys, they have a sense of this is the last year, and we're going to make it good. They want to win this year, and they've put their minds to it. Mr. Wren at the beginning of the year said we can go as far as the pitching takes us, and the pitching has taken them far.
Absolutely. The pitching has really, hung in there, and they've gotten complete games several times, which helps out quite a bit. It saves the other arms for the next game, and they've just done a really, really good job this year.
On the mound today for New Milford will be Tim Mossback. The coach says look for Tim to he'll get the start, and look for him. He'll be pitching in the kitchen, which is pretty much right at the hitter's bat, hands wise. And look for some change of speeds in the different innings. Sometimes he'll be pitching power, other times he'll just be pitching strategy. New Milford lost to Paparag this Monday, 6-1, and they really had good pitching, but they didn't get connected with the bat.
That's right. There was a lot of anxiousness at the plate, a lot of first pitch swinging, which doesn't really give you a chance to look the pitcher over and see what he's throwing and maybe work out a walk here and there, foul off a few balls, make him throw more pitches than he wants to. So we'll see what happens today.
All right, and Matt Leonard's up to bat first. One ball to Matt Leonard. That's a really good base stealer. He's got 8 on the season. He's leading the team right now. So look for him for the speed today. 2 balls. As Chris Caselli gets warmed up, just give him a couple minutes to
Two
loosen up his
fastballs.
arm.
2 fastballs and both a little bit low.
And the pitch. Strike 1. As I said before, Matt plans on going to Sacred Heart next year, and he will be playing baseball from what he's been telling me. Matt swings on the 4th pitch, 2-2.
Good cut, right there, that's it, come on.
A couple different coaches here today. Coach John Red, head coach of the New Milford baseball squad. Oh, Matt swings on that. Fielded by shortstop, and Matt's out. Shortstop Dustin Esposito with the play. 1 out, top of the 1st.
Well, he got the pitch that he wanted and made good contact, and it was a good pickup by the shortstop and threw him out easily.
Coach Wren's son, John Wren, will be up at bat next. Wren is 12 for 33 on the season. High for ball 1.
Gotta be yours now.
As I was saying before, Joe Russo's father's up as an assistant coach right now with Rich Moray as well. New Milford's coaching staff has been around for a long time. Mr. Wren coaching around 18, 19 years right now. And there's, as the next pitch, high, ball 2. There's consistency in Mr. Wren's coaching. He's a tough coach, but when it comes down to it, toughness is what wins games. And that's strike 2.
Well, I think he's tough in that he only expects everybody to put out the maximum effort, and he just wants excellence.
Low. And he's caught fanning.
Well, he's sticking with the fastball, and now he seems to be finding his spots.
Here comes Chris DeZerka, the leading batting percentage on the team with a .389. DeZerka, excellent football and basketball player too. And DeZerka puts it right into the outfield with a beautiful catch made by right fielder Chris Baziak.
Yeah, it was a first pitch liner right out to right field, and the right fielder just came in and plucked it right off the top of the grass. It was a nice catch.
So Caselli retires 3 in a row as New Milford takes the field now. It's going to be Tim Mossback's going to be getting the start on the mound. Tom Hyro is going to be on first base. Jack Mangan's going to be shortstop. Oh, no, Doug Passman is going to be shortstop. Jack's going to be second baseman. John Wren, third base. And in the outfield, Chris DeZerka, number 9. Looks like Matt Leonard in center field. And left field today will be... Oh, it's going to be right field. Sean Kaiser.
Beautiful day here. On the ride up this morning, we were a little bit nervous. Came through some clouds. But the day has turned out just perfect. The temperature's in the low 80s, a little humid. Feels like summer baseball weather.
And a lot of New Milford fans on hand today. A lot of parents here coming in and making the travel to see the boys of summer play. at such a historic field. When you come up to Cooperstown, there's a lot of, it sort of sends tingles up your back when you walk into Doubleday Field and into the Hall of Fame. So many great players are just combined into this town to make the whole day and the whole weekend just enjoyable. Tomorrow, the boys decided they will be going to the Hall of Fame, just goofing around, taking in some sights. And we're going to hopefully get some good footage of that, and we'll be showing you that in later innings. As the first batter for Pomperaug comes up, it's going to be, looks like Dustin Esposito. That's what the coach has on his batting order. So hopefully we'll be correct in that assumption. Fielding specialists today, Doug Passano and Jack Mangan. Doug's only had 2 errors on the season. Talking with Doug, he says he's compared to the Ray Ordonez of the team. He's just a wall when you get out there. He's quick and he can make the play easily. Mossback's first pitch. And it's hit right to Passano. Passano fields it. Out.
Well, very little gets by Doug. And as you were saying, he's a fielding specialist. He's also a pretty tough guy, too. And there's been an occasional ball that bounces off a knee or a chest, but he keeps it in front of him and usually gets that runner out.
Andy Kick will be behind the plate today. He's an excellent catcher as well as a really good hitter. He started off the year pretty solid for New Milford. Strike to Mike Henriquez. Number 32, he's third baseman. Strike 2.
Ready to be smart. Be smarter now. Come on.
Strike 3. Caught him swinging.
High heat. Great setup there by Tim Mossback. The pitch right before that just about dropped off the table. Caught the guy swinging low and then comes back with the high heat almost out of the strike zone. And got him to swing.
Captain and center fielder C.J. Orico for Pomperaug's up next. Let's see if Tim can retire the side in order. High, ball 1. Tim's favorite pitches is the fastball and the pot and the changeup as he pitches a strike. 1-1.
Well, I think you'd call him the thinking man's pitcher. He doesn't just rely on the fastball. Mixes his pitches up.
2-1 as he takes another ball.
Maybe you'll see the fastball, then you'll see a change, then you'll see a curve. Not really quite sure what's coming next.
Low, and he'll walk him.
That's all right. Stay down there. Stay down there.
Well, that's the first base runner for Pomperaug.
Andy, nothing to lose with 2
Rob Coolish is up next, the first baseman for the Panthers. Throughout the game, we have a microphone on John Wren, the coach. So we're going to patch into him and see what he has to say about some of these plays. And he goes too high. Orico stealing second. Jack and Andy Kick couldn't combine for that play.
Do we have a 7-second delay on that mic that's on John Wren?
No, we don't.
This is a family program, you know.
Yes. And it's popped up. Hyro calls for it. And he's out. So Pomperaug leaves 1 on base. Mossback gets out of that inning pretty quickly. 4 hitters, and 3 of them went down, 1 walked. So let's see what Tom Hyro and Andy Kick, the first 2 batters for New Milford, can do this inning. Top of the second, and the score is 0-0.
Southworth Chrysler and Dodge has faithfully served the New Milford community for 48 years. The five-star dealership provides a friendly and relaxed environment to make that big decision on what car to purchase. The right decision. With state-of-the-art equipment, Southworth's experienced mechanics can assist you with whatever problem your car has. With a knowledgeable staff, a great record of community service, and commitment to the New Milford area, Southworth's is the place to purchase your next car. With convenient locations in New Milford and Kent, Southworth's can meet the customer's needs effectively and in a timely fashion. So come on down to Southworth's, located in Kent or on Route 7 right next to the bridge in New Milford.
At this time, I'd like to thank Stop and Shop for supplying the Media Solutions production crew with the beverages and food for the weekend. They've been a real help getting us up to Cooperstown on full stomachs, and they're really involved in the community, and we thank them for that.
They were a huge help, Sean. 2 weekends ago, we had a hot dog sale in front of Stop and Shop. They supplied us with hot dogs, rolls, sodas, and let us keep all the proceeds to help defray the cost of this trip. And they couldn't have been nicer, and we appreciate it, and we thank Bob, the manager there, and all of the good folks at Stop and Shop. A lot of their employees came out and supported the sale. It was just very, very nice to see, very heartwarming.
It's great to see the community come together for such a momentous occasion as playing up here in Cooperstown, New York. The boys on the team have really worked hard as well. The community has combined. Norm Cummings is here today. Norm, the sports photographer for the Spectrum, he's really helped us out with a lot of publicity for it and has helped the team out. Strike one to Tom Hyro. Tommy has one run on the season. His on-base percentage is .400. And Tom weaseled that one by for a single.
Well, normally you'd see a tweener described for a hit into the outfield, but that was really a tweener right up the middle of the infield. Shortstop and the second baseman were about an arm's reach away when that went into the outfield grass.
And Andy Kick comes up, catcher. He's a very powerful swinger. It's balls dropped, and Tom's going to be able to advance to second on that one. Well, if Pomperaug will need relief, Keegan has about 15 outs left. Cannon has about 27, and Pug has about 27 as well. So they have three reliable pitchers on the team.
Right behind you. Come on.
Casella checks. Pitches. Kicks, swings. Strike one. 2-1 to Andy Kick.
Right behind you. Good. Good. Come on. Come on. Come on.
High. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Hyro's getting a pretty good lead off of second base out there. Shortstop sneaking in a little bit behind him, but not really holding him too close.
Strike 2. We have a full count on Andy Kick. Really nice day out right now. The sun was out scorching us before, but looks like a nice little breeze has come over. And he's out. Andy Kicks goes down looking.
Pitch looked a little bit outside, but with 2 strikes, we all know that we usually try and protect the plate.
Here comes Kent transfer Grant Ross. Grant's a really powerful swinger. A lot of pitchers are scared to pitch to him. Oh, and Grant's hitting the head with that one. Grant's
we heard
gonna-
that up here.
Yeah, it's a real noggin banger for Grant. I guess he might be used to it, though. He plays hockey, so nothing big. He just wiped it off and advanced to first base. Here comes Doug Passano. Doug told me yesterday that he goes 100% every day and looks forward to every day of baseball that he can play. He's going to Skidmore College next year. Two men on for New Milford and one out. Oh, that ball is high as both runners advance. Caselli's letting his balls go a little too high right now.
Yeah, he obviously beamed Grant Ross. Grant was pretty far up in the box, I noticed. He puts his front foot right on the front of the batter's box. And most of the batters, or at least even with home plate, or tend to stay back in the box. Grant was up there quite a bit.
One ball, no strikes to Doug, and that's a strike. And surprisingly, it hit Grant in the head. Grant's one of the tallest players on the team. So Caselli was pitching pretty high on that one. Tommy Hyra's taking a little lead off third. Low. 2-1. Pitch by Caselli. Low again.
Nice pickup by the catcher.
3-1. Doug has an opportunity to swing on this one, you know.
Well, he has a nice opportunity in right center field, which from our vantage point is easy to see. I'm not sure how easy it is for him to see, but if he can put one out there.
And Caselli walks him. Bases loaded for Jack Mangan. Let's see if Jack can repeat last game's 350 wall. Right now we have a 312 in right field and a 296 maybe in left.
296 right down the line, but it very quickly goes out to about 336 feet in straightaway left center.
And
But it's a close one down the line.
flag post center field is going to be 390. So see if Jack can put some power into the ball. Mr. Wren. Let's see what Mr. Wren's having to say about talking with Jack.
All right. Otherwise, then you can take a strike. All right, and then be ready.
A couple words of wisdom from the big man himself, as Jack is going to step up. 3 men on base, 1 out. See if New Milford can convert here in the second inning. One ball. Oh, Jack thought about that. Tom Hyro is going to score.
A little confusion about what happened on the play.
Jack says it hit his arm, but the umpire doesn't see it that way, so. There we go. After conferencing with Jack, it's going to be 1-run score. New Milford leads 1-0 right now.
I guess that big red welt on his forearm convinced the umpire that he
Sort of
was
a
hit.
little evidence. And the whole team's going to come out and congratulate Tom Hyro on the score. The team's a very close-knit team this year. A lot of seniors, they've played throughout the years together, which is commonly done in New Milford for sports. Everybody plays pretty much from age where you can hold a bat and age where you can kick a soccer ball.
Oh, yeah.
And it's real close-knit. They've been on travel teams together, just like hockey. It's a real friendly atmosphere when you're in the locker room with these guys.
Yeah, they're very supportive of each other, and they want to see each other do well. And if that happens, then the team does well.
Well, we have about 20 days till graduation, which is kind of scary because after that we pretty much all go elsewhere. But it's known that we'll probably most of the seniors will stay in contact as Joe Russo takes a swing. Wait, no, that's Sean Kaiser actually. Sorry about that, John. Sean has a 5 for 21 streak right now. He's gonna take strike 2.
Good opportunity for New Milford here. The bases are loaded. Just one out.
Kaiser watches it go down low. 1 and 2. And strike 3, Kaiser's out.
That brings up the top of the order with Matt Leonard.
And here comes Matt. Matt had a single last time, but he unfortunately didn't make it to first base. He's gonna field it. And Matt tried using all of his speed to get on base, but Caselli was just a little too quick for him.
Yeah, he burned down the line, but Pomperaug is a good fielding team.
New Milford makes his damage though. It's 1-0 right now in the bottom of the second. So see if Pomperaug can come back. There's many different things to do in Cooperstown. You'll have the hall, but you also have a lot of different museums. You have the Wax Museum, which is going to be very interesting. You also have a lot of novelty stores around everywhere you turn. It's Mickey's Place or Shortstop Cafe, different places like that. A lot of the restaurants, TJ's is an excellent place for a burger. It's a real nice town to. It's very quaint in the country of New York, but it's really incredible. Tim Mossback pitches down low to number 4. We don't know who number 4 is right now.
So it sounds like you could get a gig on the Travel Channel here. You seem to know a lot about Cooperstown.
It's interesting that we were able to come up here. Don Fiftel approving our trip. As Tim pitches, lets it get by him. 2-1. Mr. Fiftel approved our trip, principal of the New Milford High School, and he was very generous in funding a lot of it, and we thank him for it. We tried our best to have help, get a little help from the community, and the community helped us out enormously, and it's just great to be here. And it's hit hard, right field. Kaiser fields it, 1 out.
Well, the Stop and Shop fundraiser wasn't the only fundraiser that this team performed. There was a chicken barbecue that was generously helped out on by Water Witch Hose Company number 2.
Tim Mossback. Oh, hit hard. Caselli. Boys back. Deep. Off the wall. Dezerka tries fielding it. Leonard gets to it. And that's going to be a double for Caselli. The pitcher hit a nice hard one. It looked like it was almost going to go over. Hit the back wall right in the center. It was a beautiful hit.
A 336-foot double. That was a great, great hit.
Chris, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's Bakizi, maybe? Mossback pitches. Strike 1.
Well, I'll make you a bet, and I'll say it's Bezecki.
Bezecki? Sounds good to me. Mossback pitches. Strike 2. Tim's got a little fire in his arm right now after giving up a double. I don't think he wants to put another man on base right now. Foul ball.
That was off speed, I think.
Tim's been pitching good. His only loss was to Stratford. After reading the paper, I got the impression that there's a couple errors in the Stratford game that New Milford would have liked to forget about. Just a couple things that didn't go their way, but that's common for baseball. Hit hard, center field. Caselli will round third and score.
Well, that's a long single that delivers the run from second base.
And he thought about making it into a double, but Milford infield really stopped up that ball and made it so he couldn't.
Nice pickup by Matt Leonard in right center field. Delivered the ball in to hold him to a single, but it was long enough for Casella to score.
So it's 1-1 right now at the bottom of the second.
1 out.
1 out. Tim checks the runner. Ryan Fabrizio's up. He's playing left field today.
Runner goes.
The runner goes. Oh. And Jack couldn't get to that ball. And Mr. Kaiser, is that considered an error?
Well, it's a tough one. The catcher one-hopped the ball to second, and he kicked. It's a question of what kind of hop it comes up on. If it's a good clean hop, the second baseman can just snag it and slap the tag down. Not having played on this field might be a little difficult to judge it until you get 3 or 4 chances.
And he's called out safe.
He's called safe.
Yes, called safe. Called out. That's Joey Pug on Joey Pug up to bat right now. Ryan Fabrizio on second. Strike. Tim's pitching the heat right now. Next year, I'm just trying to find if next year if Tim's told me anything about where he's going. He hasn't, but he said he hasn't hit that much this year. He's a pitcher, so he gets the DH a lot. Kaiser has been DHing a lot past couple games. So has Sean Kaiser, and I think Keith Levitt got the call for a DH a couple games ago. Kick takes that one in the chest, nice block down. Keep the ball close to him.
It's a nice play by Andy Kick. It was an off-speed pitch that dropped about 3 feet in front of home plate. And sometimes the fast ones are a lot easier to block than the slow ones. You don't know where it's going to go once it hits the ground.
Exactly. Next year, New Milford has the opportunity to be playing in a brand new field. Another one down low. Kick the field, block that one, put it right in between his legs. Making sure that it didn't get away from him again. Fabrizio on second, Joey Pug up at bat right now. Pitch, down low again. And Andy's going to go out and talk to him. He's probably going to just tell him, just settle down a little bit, you know.
A couple of pitches in the dirt, one down low, so you just take a minute, go out, tell him to take a deep breath, and then fire back and throw one like the first pitch he threw, which was that nice heat right down the middle.
Well, the boys are staying at the Cooperstown Motel, and the productions crew has been put up in the Mohegan Motel, both excellent motels if you want to come up to Cooperstown anytime. Affordable rates and really lovely rooms. Tim lets another one go, and he's going to walk him. So Joe Pug is on first, and Ryan Fabrizio on second, as Corey Nattinger, the catcher, is going to come up.
Oh, a little opportunity for Pomperog. Only one out. Runners at first and second. So now it's their turn to see if they can make some sunshine with what they have on the bases.
men on. Jack Mengen calls for the check, and umpire calls him out. We don't have the umpires' names today. We weren't able to get them before the game. The game started a little earlier than expected. We're going to be playing 9 innings today. Strike 2. The Milford crowd gets into it a little bit. A little away. Ball 1-1.
Very close play
Nice.
at first.
Very close play.
Very close play.
I want to emphasize this. This game is not in the SWC conference right now. This isn't a conference game. This is merely a SEAC game. As Corey bunted that one foul to prevent kick from trying to pick off Joey Pug, who tried stealing. It was a double steal. Both men went. Tim winds up. Lets out a floater. Little change up there. Tim tries tagging him out again. To no luck.
Not quite as close as the last pickoff attempt.
The last pickoff looked like he had gotten him. Tim winds up, throws a hard one. Hit high. Kaiser calls for it. And Fabrizi won't run on that one. The Milford fans getting in on it. Corey Nittinger went down, so we're back up at the top of the lineup with Dustin Esposito, the shortstop. His first time up, he was called out on the play. So let's see if he can do a little better this time. Mossback's first pitch, inside, ball 1.
Tim Mossback mixing up his pitches pretty well.
He's going to check. Just a little warning to Fabrizi. Stay on your base. Don't try stealing. Mossback with a throw. Kick bats it down again. The coverage on the bat downs is excellent. Jack Mengen and Doug Passano both converge on second base. Tom Harrow gets ready, and so does John Wren. They've been practicing that all year, and it looks like they've been doing a real good job on it.
Well, Andy Kick can add a new stat to the stat sheet for save percentage by a catcher. He's making leg saves, knee saves, thigh saves.
Mossback, and again. And Kick's going to have to let him go on that one.
Let him go, but it was another excellent block by Andy. Used the chest protector, let the ball just bounce off, kept it in front of him.
Well, Pop Rock has 2 hits on the game. New Milford has 1. It's 1-1. I guess New Milford's making their hits count today. That's what they learned playing them Monday. Got to make each hit count. Every opportunity they're going to have to take today. Mossback, pitch inside. That was a close one.
It was a close one, but he lost him. It's a walk. Now he's on first.
Bases loaded for Mike Enriquez. He was called out last inning. Let's see if New Milford can get themselves out of the jam. Moss back. And it's hit right down the line.
Foul ball.
That's going to be called foul. New Milford would have been in trouble if that was fair. That was hit right into the corner of left field. Right down the baseline, John Wren tried snagging it before it could get any further, but he was unsuccessful in that attempt. Kick's going to be talking to Tim again. Well, this kick takes his position back behind the plate. Tim's going to get ready. Second pitch to Enriquez. Thrown down in the dirt. It bounces off Andy, and a run's going to score. It's going to be 2-1 Pomperog. Bottom of the third inning, or bottom of the second.
Yeah, Tim's just, he'd love to get out of the inning right now. And that was just a tough play. It was another pitch down in the dirt. Andy Kick made a nice block on it, but the rebound went all the way out to the first base coach's box.
Tim throws another one in the dirt. Coach Wren told me, you know, expect a couple of runs to be scored. You know, it's something that every team has to deal with. A couple runs today. The change in innings, of course, he pitched a really good first inning. High one. Pitched a real good first inning, you know. He's gotten away from himself in the second, but he's starting to calm down. Little power in that last pitch, and a little high, but if he can center it up, it'll be all right for New Milford. There he is.
Well, as you go through the batting order the second time, the hitters are a little more familiar if it's the same pitcher. And we've already started through the batting order for the second time for Pomperog, so.
And he's going to walk Enriquez. And here comes CJ Orico, the captain of the squad.
Bases loaded once again. 2 outs.
Mossback's first pitch to Orico. Hit. Center field. Leonard gets it. And there it is. End of the second inning. And Tim's thanking. Tim's thankful for it. He was caught in a jam there for a while. Let's see what Coach Wren has to say about the pitching.
The only mistake he made the whole inning was that 0-2 pitch to that kid that he ripped, you know? That's the only mistake. So
He was talking with Timmy.
There we go.
Man, that's it. Play D, that's it.
Well, New Milford has to connect this inning to see if they could tie it up 2-1 Pomperog.
Yeah, they need to get a little something going here.
John Wren's up at bat first for the Green Wave. John Wren's been hitting a little better than last year. He hit 300 last year. One of the only sophomores, the only sophomore to play on the varsity team last year. Was most improved player, and he's just getting better. He's got another year on him. He's a junior this year, so look for big things from him next year.
I don't know whether most of our viewers have had a chance to take a look at the fields behind the new high school as they're being constructed.
The lights are up on on the football field as Caselli throws a strike one to Wren. The lights are up and the fences are all made. The track's paved, just waiting to get it surfaced. Ball one. Wren with a good eye on that one. ball 2. 2-1 to Ren.
By my count, I see 3 fields behind the new high school. It looks like 2 baseball and a softball field.
Oh, nice shot by Ren. Fielded by shortstop. Ren's going to run it down. He's out. Ren really pushed for that one, using all of his speed. Here comes Chris Zerka now. Chris is planning on going to Western Connecticut State University next year. Plans on playing baseball there. An excellent athlete. Chris has played football and basketball, getting SWC conference accolades in all of them. Hits that one foul. It's going to go over the field, bounce into the parking lot. Chris's last time up, he was struck out. Let's see if he can change it up. A little high, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Two and two. Chris had that swing. He had one coming to him, so just test the water out. That was a little outside.
Well, it was an off-speed pitch right before that, which he took for a ball.
There he is.
There we go.
Hits the center
9-9
field,
shot.
and he's going to get a single off that one. Runs it around. So he's 1 for 1 and 1 today.
Well, after chasing the previous pitch a little bit, he was able to go low and chip a little 9-iron out into center field there, dropping about 5 or 6 feet in front of the center fielder.
Tom Hyro looks for the signal from Coach Ryan. Never know what they're talking about. As Caselli checks the Zerka. Zerka has 4 stolen bases on the year. He's one of the faster ones on the team. Tom fouls that one back into the stands. Bounces off the stands. Metal stands can be dangerous in this sport. Get a ball that bounces and you have some problems with fans getting in the way. Hyro watches that 1-1. Top of the 3rd inning. Caselli checks Zerka again. A lot of the seniors are a little tired from the ride up, but also tired from the senior awards night yesterday. As the ball gets away, and Zerka's going to be able to advance to second. Awards last night. A lot of the guys took home some scholarships and some other awards for their performance. A lot of athletes were represented last night. Tom Hyro, Matt Leonard, Joe Russo with his Coast Guard appointment.
Yeah.
It's really great to see how most of the athletes can balance school and still be able to play sports the way they do.
And that's not easy.
Pitch. Oh, Tom thought that was going to be a ball, but it was a strike. It's 3-1 to Hyro. Hyro gets back into the stance. Caselli, and gets him swinging.
Well, he did the right thing there. You need to protect the plate. It was a full count, 3-2. And just couldn't connect on that one.
As Andy Kick comes back up. Andy fouls that one off. And lucky driver just got, wow. That was interesting, actually. Somebody was just backing up, and he just got a nice dent in his door. That went right over the ballpark and hit the car. That was interesting to watch. Compliments of Andy kick.
I think that's called a ground rule fender.
And he's going to be proud of that one when he hears about it. And he takes another ball. Gonna have a couple words with Coach Ryan.
Don't have to take it. If it's in there, rip it.
As Grant Ross starts swinging. Grant and Kent transfer. There's a fable up at Kent School where the longest ball hit by one of the strike two, by one of the greats. Mo Vaughn went to Kent High School, Kent prep school, and Grant Ross matched Mo Vaughn's farthest home run as Chris DeZerka advances to third and Andy to second. He matched it. It's a fable where Mo Vaughn hit it out of the field, over the road, and into the stream. And Grant was able to match that last year. He has a very powerful hit. He has a very low batting percentage, but some pitchers are scared to pitch to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a very high on-base percentage right now. He's 417, one of the better ones on the team. He's third on the team. So see for power on him. And he's one of New Milford's hidden players. No one knows. Everybody's heard of Grant Ross from the papers, from his excellent pitching. He has done one-hitters and complete games throughout the season. But no one knows how his batting is because they weren't able to see him last year.
Right.
So let's see if Grant can convert on this. One of his little top-secret.
Well, if he's being pitched around, then low batting average doesn't mean much because if you don't get the at-bats.
Grant swings on that one.
Of course, he wasn't pitched around in the first inning. He was pitched at. Not intentionally, of course, but he just got beamed in the helmet.
Grant has it's kind of interesting to see Grant's hitting stance. His right leg is pretty much in the middle of the base, and he's very, very far up on the batter's box.
Most batters will stay equal or back towards the back of the batter's box.
Grant fouls that one.
Grant chooses to go right to the front, plant his foot right on the front line of the batter's box. His back foot, his right foot, is about mid-home plate.
John, does that help him or?
Well, let's put it this way: you're seeing the pitch a lot quicker. You're 2 feet forward.
Grant hits that one foul.
We'll hit and run on there.
That one's off the. Balls are flying over Doubleday Field. Drivers in the back parking lot think it might be handling baseballs right now. Low. Full
Game
count.
2, Cars nothing.
Let's see if Grant can converge on this pitch. Runner goes. Grant fouls that one off. Stays alive.
This is only the third inning, and Casella has thrown a lot of pitches. He's worked 3 and 2 counts. Batters have worked 3 and 2 counts on him quite often, and in this case here, it's been 3-2 for the last 3 or 4 pitches. Grant Ross just keeps fouling them off and working on them.
Oh, Grant hits that one high, and it's out of play. It's going to be foul ball. That was powerful. Over the left field bleachers.
Got all of it, just a little bit too soon. Pulled it down the left field line.
Well, he has a good it's a good bat up at bat for Grant right now. It's on his 8th pitch. Runner goes, and Grant's gonna be walking. Bases loaded. As Doug Passero steps to bat.
Grant Ross earned that walk. Last 3 pitches were fouled off after he worked the count to 3-2.
Doug has 4 RBIs on the season, 297 on base percentage. It's going to be a strike. First pitch is a strike. The sun is hidden behind the clouds right now. And a couple of dark clouds over Doubleday Field right now. Doug puts that one on the ground. Fielded. As Caselli gets out of that inning. It's 2-1 Pomperog right now.
Sean, we were talking before about community support. You mentioned Southworth's Chrysler Plymouth up front in this broadcast. Would just like to extend a warm thanks to Jim Williams at Southworth Chrysler Plymouth for allowing the New Milford High School varsity baseball team to utilize his property last weekend on Saturday the 29th and Sunday April 30th. On Saturday we had a chicken barbecue. As I mentioned before, Waterwitch Hose Company number 2 did the cooking for us. Team players and their parents volunteered to serve the dinners to people that stopped by to buy them from us, and did it on a volunteer basis. We really appreciate that. On Sunday we had a car wash at Southworth Chrysler Plymouth. Jim Williams graciously opened up his dealership to us, helped out in the morning, and it was just very, very nice to see the community come behind this team on their quest to come to Cooperstown. And
Jim,
that's much appreciated.
Yes, Jim Williams has been great to the Media Solutions crew as well. We've made a 1-minute commercial for him, and he gave us the use of a van so that we can lug all of our equipment up for the weekend up in Cooperstown. It's been real great to see Southworth. They do so much for the community. 48 years of service to the community, and every year they just put their hearts into New Milford, and it's great to see that from such a well-established dealership. Well, we're at the bottom of the 3rd inning as Tim Mossback. He's pitching average right now. Tim's had a couple of rough and shaky pitches, you know. Andy Kick has been really keeping the ball down for him, but I think Mr. Wren was out there before. Coach Wren was out there before, you know, trying to ease him down a little bit. And the first pitch is very low into the dirt.
Well, average is a good description. He had a very good first inning, and he had a tough second inning. So now we'll see what happens here in the bottom of the 3rd.
And it's hard hit. Matt Leonard's going to field it, and that's going to be a single. Chris Caselli is up. Chris Caselli is up at bat now. Tim checks the runner. Rob Coolish. This couple of raindrops start falling over Doubleday. Bunt. Mossback couldn't pick that one up. A little slippery on that grounder. So we're gonna have a runner on second. Runner on second for Pomperog. As Chris Baziak sets up again. Mossback hits him with the pitch. It's the third hit of the game for these pitchers. I think part of it is a little bit of nervousness. You know, playing in a different area, long bus ride up, tiring night. You know, we just gotta give them a couple innings, get loosened up.
Yeah, I'm sure that the excitement and also what could be considered the boredom of the drive. It was a 4-hour ride up here. Might be a little stiff. Bezecchi on first after being hit by the pitch in the shin.
Ryan Fabrizio up at bat, so call for a couple swings. Crowd getting into this. Tim tries getting him back. Fabrizi hits it. It's high pop. Dzurka calls for it. Dzurka fields it. Doug Passman was out there too. Dzurka, I think, had a better look on it. Told him, you know, I'm coming in for it. And Doug just let up. Which is good. Communication's very, very key for
very important. Fielder coming in on the ball always has an easier time for the most part than the fielder trying to run back on the ball. So Chris did the right thing, called off Doug. Doug got in his cutoff position.
Joey
and made the play.
Joey Pug is as Mossback checks the runner. Joey Pug's up.
Well, after that near pickoff last inning, I think Pomperog is respecting Tim Mossback's move to first a little bit more.
Mossback, put it on the ground, low. It's going to be 1 ball, no strikes. As Joe calls a timeout. Get a couple swings down. Mossback winds up. A little change up there. Low. Ball 2. Kick lets that one go. Runners will advance. Second and third. And here comes the sun again. And he's been getting a lot of action behind the plate today.
Yeah, he sure has. He's done a good job for the most part. He saved several balls from going through him. That one happened to kind of find the 5-hole and get right behind him. Went all the way to the backstop. I'm not quite sure what that call was.
Nor am I.
Well, the bases are loaded. At whatever that call was, that runner's on first.
Corey Nattinger steps up as bases loaded. Mossback throws low. 1 ball, no strikes. Andy Kick's going to...
He's just going to go out and try and settle Tim Moss back down a little bit.
We'd like to thank Sprinkles Ice Cream down on Railroad Street for supplying us with a monetary donation today for their support. We made a commercial for them. They've been great, serving the community great ice cream for the last 3 years down on Railroad Street. So, real good for a nice hot summer day. Go down to Sprinkles, wonderful employees down there, Matt Corrigan, and it's really a quaint little place to go in the summer. Change up, strike two.
Well, whatever Andy said, I guess worked, huh?
I guess so.
2 strikes in a row.
Crowd's getting into it a little more. And there's a hard one. Hard hit, foul. Well, we've seen a little bit of everything here at Doubleday Field. Some power hitting into the left wall. Couple mistakes made. Nothing big so far. A lot of balls getting away from people. A lot of hard fouls. It's been a little action-packed. A couple more runs would make it perfect. Maybe a 390 home run would make it even better. Maybe if we could see Jack hit another one, put the streak up to 2. Change up, hit far, back, foul ball, just foul, just foul. That was close. Hard hit right into the 296 area of left field, right in the corner there. Guess the ump had a better look.
You got your wish sooner than you expected, I think. Actually, he just pulled that ball in the perfect place. Another foot to the right, and he would have had himself a home run. It's very short, 296 down the left field line here at Doubleday Field.
He brings that one back out. 1 run scores. Tom Hyro has a cutoff pitch. Strikes everyone. It's going to be 3-1 Pomperaug.
So Nattinger comes right back after the long foul, just missing a home run, and lines a pitch to the right center alley and drives in a run for Pomperaug.
Bottom of the 3rd inning right now. Pomperaug has 2. Milford, Pomperaug has 3 hits and Milford has 2. Another one low in the dirt. That kick. Mossback winds up, delivers, hard hit. Matt Leonard looks to field it, and he's out. Milford retires that side. The damage done though. It's 3-1 Pomperaug right now.
That's where you want to see the ball hit. Hit it right at your fielders. The Milford has a good fielding team. Matt Leonard, I think, has 3 putouts already after 3 innings in center field.
Well, Pomperaug is known as one of the top offensive teams in the Southwest Conference, so they're a very, very powerful hitting squad. They did some damage Monday, a lot of hits and RBIs with the 6-1 loss for New Milford.
When they had
3-1 loss. I'm sorry. New Milford's actually. They were on a real good streak. First 5 games, they only lost 1 to Ferran, which is 4-3. They've lost a combined total. 8 wins, 4 losses. In 4 of the games that they played, that they won, 4 of the games that they won were only by 1 hit. Were only by 1 run. They've had a couple of really close ones. A bottom of the 9th win, so Joel Barlow a couple of weeks ago. Where Chris Dezerka hit bottom of the 9th RBI to round out the scoring.
Right. Well, their 4 losses, they've lost 2 games by 2 runs, and they lost the other 2 games by 1 run. So all the games have been close. They beat New Fairfield 12-8 the other day, and Colby they beat 10-4. But in their losses, the games have been close, and I think that's what they're striving for. Obviously, they want to win as many games as possible, but you don't want to get blown out of any games. And so far, they really haven't been blown out of any games.
Jack Mangan up to bat right now. Jack looks to be going to same college I'm going to next year, Central Connecticut State University. He hopefully says he wants to play baseball there. Hopefully he can live out that goal. Jack gets swinging on the first pitch. Top of the 4th inning, 3-1 Pomperaug. High, 1-1. Sean Kaiser up next. In the dirt, 2-1. In the dirt again, 3-1.
Catcher's working really hard for both teams today.
A lot of play behind the plate. Jack gets walked. Here comes Sean Kaiser. Kaiser is 5 for 21. He's come in with 4 runs on the season. On base percentage is only .272. And Sully throws first ball strike. Jack's able to get to first. Coach Wren tells him, stay where he is off second.
Well, it was a pickoff throw that went awry. Looked like it was behind Jack. Blocked the first baseman from seeing the ball, and it went down the right field line, so he was able to advance to second.
Got away from Rob Coolish right now. Little conference between both umpires, 0-1 right now. Sully pitches. Kaiser swings. Mangan advances to third, and he's safe. Nice hustle by Jack there.
Good legwork. He was very attentive at second base. He saw it just dribble past the catcher, made the decision right away to go, and went for it. Made a nice slide to get in under the tag.
Well, without even another batter being retired, Jack Mangan was walked and has been able to get to two bases extra on 2 consecutive errors by Caselli and the catcher, Nattinger. Ball gets away from Nattinger again. He was able to put that one down a little. Jack a little anxious over on third base, taking a nice little lead. Kaiser hits it hard. And he can go no more. Sean Kaiser home run.
Wow. What did he eat for breakfast?
That was beautiful. 2-run home run for Sean Kaiser as he ties it up in the top of the 4th inning. He's going to trot around the bases. He's happy.
Make sure you touch them all.
As he's congratulated by his team. That's the first home run for Kaiser this year. That brings his RBIs to 5.
And just as important, that now ties the game.
A little fire in New Milford's bats now. See if Matt Leonard, top of the batting lineup, get another. Coach is going to come out and talk to the umpire.
So was I. Hey, Matt, little single now. Come on, little single.
Coach Dave Eisenbach from Pomperog out discussing something with the umpires.
Matt Leonard having a very good season this year. He played a little varsity ball last year, batted about 300. He's been in a little bit of a hitting slump last couple of games, 1 for 3. But his best game, he was 4 for 6 up at Benell. Really put a hurting on the Bulldogs up there. Matt told me that his mother and his aunt and uncle are going to be on hand today. A lot of family members here from New Milford. It's something really great to see. Combination of school, sports, and family.
Oh, it's terrific. There was a caravan of cars coming up here, both Pomperog and New Milford cars coming up this morning. And you can see there's great parental support here. We know there's great support back in the individual communities too. And it's terrific.
Matt Leonard hits that one high. Foul ball. They're going to try for it. Caselli calls for it and he gets Matt out.
I was about to say it's terrific to see the support in the community, and it's nice that we have a vehicle like Media Solutions to be able to bring something like this back to the community for those who couldn't make it up here.
Well, hopefully this is a start of something much bigger. We have a lot of good kids coming up in the program next year. A lot of good decisions made on the application process, and it's Matt swings again. Curly Alderman, senior next year, he'll be anchoring the Media Solutions team. Get a couple of games produced. Strike 2. Ryan hits it. Little hop on the ball. And he's out. 2 outs. As Chris DeZerka steps to the plate. How many more innings would Mossback be able to pitch right now?
I would say that if he comes out in the bottom of the 4th here and pitches a good inning, then Coach will try and keep him in there as long as possible. But today's game is not going to be a typical 7-inning game. It's going to be 9 innings. The 7 innings will count as the win or the loss. They will try and play 9, weather permitting.
DeZerka fouled that one off. Take a strike on that one. Oh, and 2 to DeZerka. That one high. 1 and 2. Down low, 2 and 2. Tom Harrow is warming up in batter circle right now. He's on deck. And that one's hit foul. out of the ballpark.
Back.
Zerka waits for the pitch. It's high. Full count to Zerka.
Gotta bring it to you. Be ready.
Down low. And Caselli walks to Zerka. Tom Hyro steps to the plate right now.
Once again, New Milford working the count out nice and long, fouling off a few balls with the full count, and now they've worked out a walk. Chris DeZerka's at first.
Tom had a single two times before. See what he can do right now. DeZerka goes, and he's going to be able to get that one. So that's going to be number 5 on the year for Chris. Puts a runner in scoring position. 2 outs, 1 strike. Top of the 4th inning. Milford on a comeback right now.
Much like Doug Passano's at that an inning or two ago, there's a big, huge hole in right center field.
Ball gets away from Nattinger. Pitch from Caselli. Hit by over DeZerka's head. Fielded by the shortstop, and that's going to be 3 outs. Dustin Esposito was able to catch that on the bounce. Get the 3rd out. Retire the side.
A defensive gem. That was a high chopper to shortstop, which he had to field on the short hop and then really fire a bullet to first, and that's exactly what he did.
Looks like Brian Fabrizi is going to be up for the Pomp-Rock Panthers right now.
Right. Strike out his first time.
10 pitches down in the dirt. Ball 1.
Nipped the corner on that one.
Kyle Norlander, freshman manager for New Milford Baseball, has been a real great help. He's given us a starting lineup for Pomp-Rock. He's also helped us out a lot with the stats for our guys as it's fouled off. It's going to be 2-1. The batter right now is Mike Henriques, not Ryan Fabrizi. Oh, Tim showed a little fire in that pitch. Catches him swinging.
Once again showing the mix of pitches. The previous pitch to that was about 6 inches off the ground. It was dropping, and he swung at it and just barely tipped it off. And then he comes back with the heat.
And here comes CJ, captain of the squad. Last time up, he out. That's hit
Strike.
hard. DeZerka back, off the wall again. DeZerka's going to chase it down as CJ makes it to second base. That's going to be a double. That was close to being a 336 home run. Right off the same place he put it last time. Hit, pop up, Kaiser. Kaiser fields that one. Puts it right back into Doug Passano to prevent the runner from advancing to third. Chris Caselli, the pitcher for Pomperaug, is up right now. Tim pitches hard, and that's going to be strike one.
Caselli showing some power in one of his previous at-bats.
Tim with a little bit of a change up there. Got away from an Andy kick again. We'd also like to thank the Doubleday Field maintenance crew. They were a great help. Called them up about a month ago, asking them, if we could tape here, and they had no problems with that. That's hit hard right beyond Tim. One run's gonna score. Matt Leonard tried making the play. Tim Mossback cut that one off. It's going to be 4-3 Pomperaug.
Well, that was good execution, actually. Matt Leonard made a perfect throw, and Tom Hyro came over from the first base position, made the cutoff so that the runner couldn't advance.
Mossback pitches up. Baziak with a high pop off the wall. Runner's going to advance, come home. Baziak's got a double. Makes it 5-3. Pomperaug showing a little bit of fire in their bats right now.
Absolutely. They're teeing off. That ball hit the gap in right center. And although there's no posted sign there, it looks like it's at least 350 or 360 feet to the wall at that point in time, and it was a one hop off the fence.
Ryan Fabrizio up for Pomperaug right now. Fabrizio, the left fielder, having a pretty good season this year. Mossback with the pitch. Puts it in. One ball. Mossback puts that one on the ground. That one's high. 3 balls, no strikes to Ryan Fabrizi. Sun comes back out onto the field. Down low for a strike.
They clipped it at the knees, which is a good place to put it. And get the ball hit on the ground if he makes contact. So
that one fouled off. Got a lot of ball chasers out behind Doubleday Field in actually the front of it right now. A couple foul balls going.
by the way that young boy was screaming, you'd think Mark McGuire fouled that one off.
Nice hit by Fabrizi into center field. The runner will score. Oh, Kaiser couldn't get a hand on that. Fabrizi advances to second. Score now 6-3. Bottom of the fourth inning. Pomperaug leads. And Mr. Wren will go out to talk to Tim.
How do you feel?
See what he has to
Can you
say.
get this guy out? Huh? All right, let's get in here, all right? We'll get them back. It's
The
only
troops
3, but let's
assemble
hold it
for
here.
a little
All right,
talk.
come and get them. Come on. I had one offensive confidence. That's the first one.
Well, John Wren doing the right thing right now, just trying to settle Tim Moss back down. Just went out to the mound, had a little conference, give him a chance to take a deep breath and start again.
Well, Coach Ryan is going to give Tim a couple more pitches. See if he can get back in the swing of things. Looks like he might be retiring after the end of this inning. There he is. All Tim needed was just a little couple words of encouragement from the coach.
Comes back with 2 strikes. Gets a quick 2-strike count.
Two strikes, no balls. Andy Kick checks the runner on second. Change up inside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pug with a hard hit. Foul.
Pomperog has missed 3 opportunities right down that left field line today.
Left field seems to be a popular area right now. Chris Zerka getting a lot of action out there. A couple off the wall. And on the other side as well, Pomperog putting it over a couple times. Sean Kaiser hitting his home run over there. It's one of the better sides of the field, I guess.
Well, a lot of batters have worked the count to 3 and 2 today, both Pomperog and the Milford.
Full count for Joe Pug. And it's a pop-up in the infield. Hyro takes the ball and retires at the side. It's going to be top of the 5th when we come back. We'll be back after this break and a word from our sponsors.
Too hot out for you? Sprinkles, homemade ice cream on Railroad Street, keeps New Milford cool while satisfying everyone's sweet tooth. With over 200 flavors of ice cream, Sprinkles Sweet staff is ready to help you keep your cool this summer. Sodas, fudge, toppings, sauces, Sprinkles is just a place for you and your family to escape the summer heat. So come down to Sprinkles on 60 Railroad Street in New Milford.
And we're back at the top of the 5th inning. Sean Delaney here with John Kaiser. As looks like Chris Zerka is going to be warming up in the bullpen over there with Mike Tremmel. Andy Kicks, swings on the first hit. Shortstop. First out of the inning. Here comes Grant Ross right now.
Top of the 5th with 1 out. Pomperog up 6-3.
Ball 1. Grant's had a good eye on that one. Strike one.
Right at the knees.
Ball two. The ball gets away from net injury. Grant takes a little step outside the box. High and walks Grant Ross. And here comes Doug Passano. Gonna be up next.
Well, a good example again of Grant Ross being more or less pitched around. Second walk today. One out walk gives New Milford with a runner at first, Doug Passano at bat.
Ball hit on. Oh. No, three players tried to get a hand on that, no one could. Doug Passano gets a lucky single as Grant Ross advances to second base.
Well, you have to take those because I'm sure Doug's probably had at some point this season a time when he's made a good hit.
Here comes Jack Mangan. Jack Mangan swings on the first pitch. That ball is going. Right off the back of wall 336. He almost had a home run. One for each game.
Yeah, it landed right at the 336 mark. He probably hit that about 330 feet. One quick hop off the wall.
Jack has a very active stance, a lot of hip sway, a lot of bat movement. But when he connects with the ball, it's going to be far.
Well, it's his way of anticipating each pitch and feeling comfortable. The hitter wants to be in their comfort zone, and for him, he gets comfortable by a little waggle, a little bat movement prior to the pitch.
Well, Jack Mangan takes a walk off, and
Joe
looks
Russo,
like Joe
with the
Russo,
pinch run.
father and son over there at first base right now.
And we also have a pitching change for Pomperog.
Looks like Joey Pug, the second baseman, is going to be coming into the pitch right now. Pug has 27 outs left, so.
I was saying before that Doug Passano's little chopper down the third baseline, which eluded three players, it probably traveled about 75 feet, and he gets a base out of it. But there's probably been times during the season, or there will be a time, where he'll hit the ball on the nose, think that he's got a hit, somebody will make a great play on it. So I guess that's called the law of averages, just evening things out.
Give and take. Doug's an excellent fielder in his own respect. He's had about 2 errors on the season, and Coach Wren said he's the one to watch for to make the great infield plays. Diving catch, jumping pop fly. Here comes Sean Kaiser up. Had a 2-run homer in the third inning. Let's see if he can do something now with bases loaded. Strike.
This is New Milford's opportunity now to get some of those runs back that they gave up to Pomperog last inning. 3 runners on, only 1 out.
Kaiser swings on the second pitch. It's back to the wall. 2 runners will score. Joe Russo around third. Coming in, Kaiser has a single. And New Milford brings it back. Oh, a double. Kaiser has a double, I'm sorry. And we're tied back up again. 3 runners. Crowd's hyped up again now.
Well, those are the opportunities that you want to see. You have 3 runners on base and only 1 out. And if you can get 2 of those runners in, that's great. In this case, we got all 3 runners in.
6-0 now. Matt Leonard lays down the bunt.
Beautiful
Little
drag bunt.
Miscommunication between Copper Rock fielders. Matt Leonard gets on first base, and Kaiser advances to third.
And that's exactly the guy you want to lay down that bunt, is Matt Leonard, because he can just get down that line so quickly. And now, put you in an opportunity to have him steal second.
Well, it's all tied up. 5th inning, 6-6. John Wren up to bat, 1 out. Leonard goes.
And the play was on. Actually, a very smart play by Pomperog. Catcher faked throwing it down to second and gave it right back to the pitcher trying to catch the New Milford runner off third, in this case, Sean Kaiser.
Well, Matt Leonard on second, Sean Kaiser on third. John Wren up to bat, 1 out.
Think Coach Wren had seen that play before?
Yes, many times. Strike. 2 strikes to Leonard, no balls. Infield playing very shallow.
Well, the infield is in. They don't want to give up that go-ahead run right now. And with just 1 out, they want to try and cut the run down at the plate.
A little conference between Mr. Wren and the umpire on how many balls, how many strikes each John Wren has right now. Joe Pug checks Matt Leonard, making sure he wasn't going to run. And Nettinger's going to go out and give a talk to Joe. Kaiser scores on a bunt, on a sacrifice bunt by John Wren. It was going. It was run on the pitch. It was a beautiful play by New Milford. They take the lead now, 7-6.
Sean, at the beginning of the game, you mentioned something about John Wren being a tough coach, and I said, well, I think he's a coach that just expects maximum effort. And right there, that was maximum effort and execution. A beautiful squeeze bunt.
Here goes Zerka. Zerka puts it right into the center field, and it bounces. Oh! Center fielder for Breezy. Oh no, CJ Orico couldn't get a hand on it. Chris almost had a double on that one.
Well, the center fielder overran the ball and then lost his footing. But the shortstop made an excellent play, going all the way out there to help out and keeping Chris DeZerka at first base.
DeZerka with a beautiful shot right in the center field, right between second baseman and outfielder. New Milford leads 8-6 now. A lot of real big change of pace right now. High scoring inning, active game. DeZerka with the stolen base. That's number 6, 2 for today. Tom Hyro up to bat. Two outs, top of the 5th. One ball, no strikes. Tom Hyro. Strike 1 to Tom Hyro. Andy Kick up on deck. Strike 2. Joe Pug has an opportunity to get out of a high-scoring inning right now. Foul tip. Tom Hyro advances to first. DeZerka to third.
Well, actually, that wasn't a foul tip. That was a swinging strike 3 that got by the catcher.
Let's see what Ren has to talk about.
Getting the run back. Okay. Go ahead. Pinch.
Matt Davos is going to come in pinch run for Tom Hyro. Matt's got a lot, very fast speed.
So a swinging strike 3 for Tom Hyro, but it gets by the catcher, and he can make first base, which he did.
Andy Kick up at bat now. Powerful swing. Outfield's deep right now.
Line drive, Andy. Line drive. Join me. Nice and easy.
Andy Kick sets in for his first pitch, swung on. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 to kick. High, 1-1. Another high pitch by Pug. 2-1.
He's laboring a little bit out there on the mound.
High, 3-1. Matt Davos getting a good lead off first base. Should expect Pug to probably check on him soon. Hard hit. Kick, home run. 2-run homer. Beautiful swing by Andy Kick.
I think that was a roofer. It looked like it landed on the roof of the back porch of a house out there behind left field.
It's a beautiful shot by Andy Kick. That's the second home run today. New Milford has only had one other home run. As everybody congratulates Andy. Well, that makes the score 11-6 right now.
Well, that was a laser beam that went right over the left field fence, which the left field fence here is pretty high. And that makes up for the shortness at 296 right down the line. That fence is a good 12 to 15 feet high at that point, and it was a good 10 feet over that.
Andy Kick adds to the home run home run statistic this year. Jack Mangan having one, Andy Kick having one, Sean Kaiser having one. Action's really picked up in the 5th inning right now. New Milford's come back, put a lot of... Grant Ross takes a strike.
Question is a 5-run lead safe here? You know?
I think in Cooperstown, anything can happen.
Quick 2-strike count. And strike 3.
Grant Ross goes down swinging as that inning is retired. Joey Pug happy to be out of that one. Let's see what Coach Wren has to talk about.
What do you mean you guess? Like Grant was pitching. No, I didn't say Grant was pitching. All right, Chris, you pitch. All right, come here. Look it. It's not over. Got a long way to go. Play some defense, and we still got to score 5 or 6 more, okay? Let's go. Concentrate out there now. Come on. Defense now. 1, 2, 3. Defense!
Coach Wren probably talking to his men, you know. We have a good enough lead. Let's really batten down right now. Hustle on the balls. A couple changes to mention. Joe Russo is going to be at second right now, taking the place of Jack Mangan. Sean Kaiser moves from left field to right field. And Keith Lovett comes in to play right field as Matt Leonard is in center. And it looks like Chris DeZerka is going to be pitching. Gets the relief, the long relief. DeZerka's first pitch, a little high ball. Chris is pretty much a long reliever until looks like Grant Ross is going to probably come in and close out the game. Very powerful pitcher. He's pitched a one-hitter, a couple shutouts, a couple complete games this season. Ball 2. Hit hard. Left field. Back. Off the fence. It's going to be a double.
I have to say, for a smaller player, this Nattinger has some power. He was the one who just barely missed a home run down the left field line in the earlier innings. And he popped that one. It didn't look like it was going that far, and it hit right off the top of the scoreboard.
And Dustin Esposito comes in, top of the batting lineup again, with Nattinger on second. Ball gets away from Andy Kick. Nattinger goes and advances to third. Zerka winds up. It's 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Zerka with the pitch.
Again, a nice block by Andy Kick.
And he's really been batting them down with both pitchers today. He's had a hard day behind the plate. And that's going to be a strike. 3-1. Zerka looks for the sign. Winds up. Down. And Destin Esposito is going to be on first with a walk. Nattinger in scoring position on third as Mike Enriquez steps up to the plate.
Well, Pomperog wants to build something here. We got 2 runners on with nobody out, bottom of the 5th.
Dzirka checks the runner on first. Dzirka's pitch. Strike. Dustin Esposito advances to second on a stolen base. It's going to be 0-1 now to Enriquez. Down low again. Right now we'd like to thank a person throughout the year has been really helping us a lot. It's Mr. Vance Cannon. He's the direct advisor of Media Solutions. He's a real help. He's pretty much taught us everything we know about media production right now. And he's along on the trip today, providing us an advisor and cameraman. And we thank him for all the work he's done throughout the year and helping us learn about the field of communications. Dzirka's pitch. Foul ball. Doesn't even know.
Chris Dzirka ahead in the count here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third.
Dzirka pitches a hard one. Right off the hands of Enriquez into the backstop. It's going to be 1-2. Well, New Milford has 2 innings left for the win. Another 4 for the long win. As we said, they're going to be playing 9 innings, but after the 7th, it's the winner's decided. Andy Kick wants to know if the hitter went, and he didn't. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Hit by Enriquez. Down the middle. Leonard with the throw. Mike Esposito slides. Kick couldn't make the play. A little too late on that one.
Nice throw home by Matt Leonard, who was right at home plate. The runner beat it by a split second. And he made a good look down at second to try and keep that runner at first, which he did.
1-8-12. New Milford leads.
Well, actually, it's 11 to 9 now. It should be. Scoreboard is a little bit.
Mr. Wren's out there talking. He's going to bring in Grant Ross right now. Hopefully close out. It's like...
All right, go after him, throw strike.
It's like Dzirka goes back over to left field. Kaiser back over to right.
Sorry, kid.
Love it. Grant Ross comes in as a powerful closer. Excellent fastball.
This is the DH entering the game. Yeah. So the kid that I had just put in, love it.
The score was 6 at the beginning of this half inning, and now they just scored 2 runs. Now it's 11-8. I think the scorekeeper hit the wrong button for the scoreboard before it gave New Milford an extra run. It's been readjusted now. It reads 11-8 New Milford.
As the umpire changes the puts a new pitcher on the scorecard. Ren's probably going to go out and talk to Grant. It's a Sun comes back out. Let's see what Ren has to say.
Yep. All right, you only got to pitch 3. 3 innings, yeah. Bottom of the 5th. All right, they got the 3-hitter up. All right, throw it in there. But get us a ground ball. Come on. No outs. Yeah, I'll give it to him. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Well, Ren's advice to Grant.
Coach.
Ren wants
Coach.
grounders
Coach.
right now. He's just giving him a little encouragement. 3 more innings till the end of the game. He wants ground balls. Ground balls are easier, a lot easier to field than anything high. Keeps the base runners to 1 base minimum. So let's see if Grant